Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The Woodward Dream Cruise is still canceled, but a new car cruise is taking its place. Although we're pretty sure about half of you aren't going to be wild about it.
Scammers targeting seniors in Oakland County.
I didn't see him go out the door or anything because the other person was distracting me.
Detroit police tonight warning homeowners about a pair of thieves posing as utility workers.
This week, 3 senior citizens were targeted, all within an hour of each other. Victor Williams is live in Troy tonight. So, Victor, was the same scheme used in all 3 incidents?
Yeah, Kimberly, it is the exact same scheme. And the ages of the victims, they range from 76 all the way to 91. But this turn of events has them all asking the question, who can you trust?
2 people came to my back door.
Apparently, a man and woman have been going from home to home impersonating workers from the water company, and as soon as they're in sight, they turn into thieves, stealing anything valuable they can get their hands on.
And he said to me, well, how many sinks do you have?
Wednesday is when the duo went to a string of homes in a 24-hour period, starting with a 91-year-old man on Chesapeake. We spoke to his son, who wishes to remain anonymous.
The man was the one who really came to the door, and he had a worker jacket on, like a reflective jacket. He was already scrounging through the closet and the drawers, and that's when my father yelled at him to get out and then told him that I was going to be there at the house within a couple of minutes.
After that, the next victim was 76-year-old Donna Mikowski living on Key West. Only in this case, she actually lost several items that she considered priceless.
They stole my safe and they stole some jewelry. I mean, everything I had meant something to me.
Just miles away on Boyd, 84-year-old Kitty Thomas Schmittler almost became another victim. But thankfully, she knew something wasn't right and refused to open the door.
He wanted to get in. I don't know how many times he asked me. He kept rattling the door, and it really ticked me off.
A neighbor's Ring camera was able to catch the car in question. On all occasions, this light-colored Chevy Cavalier could be seen pulling into the driveway before trying to make entry. Sadly, their actions have now left these seniors feeling violated.
I really feel terrible. I won't answer the door, but if I do, my doors are locked.
Now, both suspects are believed to be in their 40s or 50s. They're described as having dark-colored hair and having olive-colored skin. So if you know anything about them, Troy police want to hear from you. Reporting live tonight, Victor Williams, Local 4.
Hey, Victor. Some breaking news just into the newsroom. President Trump issuing an executive order that would ban TikTok in 45 days if the popular app is not sold by its Chinese parent company. Right now, Microsoft is in negotiations to acquire TikTok's operations in the U.S. and a few other countries. The president cited privacy concerns for taking action.
This year's Woodward Dream Cruise, like so many other staples on the calendar, was canceled, but another event has popped up in its place, the MAGA Classic Car Cruise. Same day, same time, Saturday, August 15th from noon to 4 along Woodward. Jason Coltharp live in Ferndale tonight with whether this can happen without a hitch, given the times in which we live. Jason.
Come Saturday, August 15th, there will be some classic cars cruising Woodward Avenue, courtesy of the Oakland County Republican Party.
We're mixing the Make America Great Again with what made Detroit great.
The Dream Cruise was canceled because of the pandemic, so it begs the question, why create an alternate event that could also pose a health risk?
Well, it's not really a rally, and if anybody thinks we're putting people in danger, it's kind of ridiculous. This is a down on the road rally. It's a road rally where people stay in their vehicles and they get to drive Old Woodward, as well as stop and support businesses along the way to show their support for the administration, as well as to show their support for police.
We're restoring a 1947 Mercedes.
Kenny McFall isn't wild about the MAGA part of it, but he is a Republican who cares about cops and owns a classic car he'd like to show off.
Right now, people are down. You look at the news all day, 100,000 people dead, people can't go out of town, people locked in. So I'm going to have my car.
There are also rumblings of protesters showing up. Rakowski says that would be a waste of time.
It'd be silly to see a counter-protest because this isn't a protest. This is supporting your community.
We need any economic stimulus that we can possibly get to bring America back. And America's always going to be great, whether Trump, Biden, or whoever's in office. That's what I really feel.
But the question obviously will be, as that cruise goes from Square Lake down to 8 Mile and back, whether they can do it without any disruptions and whether those disruptions might be dangerous. And of course, there's also the business angle of this. I talked to a business owner who said, you know, losing a huge day in a time where we're already hurting was going to be devastating. So any little bit would certainly help. Devin, back to you.
So true about all of these big events that have been canceled this year and what it's cost the local businesses, no doubt. Right, Jason?
Today, the state reporting 722 new cases of COVID-19 in the past 24 hours.
Today's numbers included 26 additional deaths. 17 of those were from a review of vital records. Since the start of the pandemic, Michigan has more than 85,000 confirmed cases. Other headlines tonight, the Lansing School District announced it is canceling all fall sports as well as extracurricular activities because of COVID-19 concerns. Also, we need to mention news from Ohio. After initially announcing he tested positive ahead of a meeting with President Trump, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has now tested negative. Another high-profile false positive, his wife and staff members also now testing negative.
Governor Whitmer today extending her mask requirement to include children at daycare and camps. Whitmer says the move is necessary due to recent outbreaks and mounting evidence that young children do indeed contribute to the spread of the virus. The executive order requires masks for children ages 4 and up at indoor facilities and children ages 2 and older on buses. Local daycare providers are surprised by the new order.
I don't know why the order came out. We don't have any cases in Michigan in child care centers. Most of us are following the proper sanitary precautions. You know, we have virus vaporizer service that comes once a week. We're doing all of the cleaning. No shoes are allowed in the building. No outdoor shoes are allowed into the building.
The change comes on the heels of an outbreak with more than 50 cases at a summer camp in Gladwin and another near Hastings.
Police are investigating a drive-by shooting that happened last night in Royal Oak Township. Happened around 1 a.m. near 8 Mile in Wyoming. Bullet holes are seen on the side of one house, also a few on the house next door. Police say there were no injuries somehow. It's unclear if anyone was actually home when the shots were fired, but police said they do have a suspect in mind and they are trying to track that person down tonight. An armed robbery suspect is in custody tonight after an hours-long search in Dearborn. Search forced the AK Steel plant and Ford Rouge facilities into lockdown. Suspect was wanted for robbing a convenience store in Garden City. Eventually, he was captured shortly after 5 p.m.
It was a big night for General Motors.
Yeah, tonight GM unveiling the Cadillac Lyriq. It's all-electric SUV, 2 rows of seats. It's going to cost a little less than $75,000, a pretty penny, but that will position Cadillac to compete directly against Tesla in the luxury electric vehicle market. The Lyriq will first launch in China before going on sale here in the U.S. in late 2022. So we got a little bit of a wait.
Looks slick, though.
Yeah, it does.
Still ahead, 2 moms are speaking out about an incident involving the Secret Service.
We're trying to get them ready, and all we know is we get hit on the driver's side, and like we keep telling the story, we look up and it's a Secret Service agent literally right on my front bumper with a rifle pointed at us.
What the women say they were doing when they were ordered out of their car at gunpoint. Hey, Ben.
Devin, Kim, join me in saying farewell to the 70s. Feels like we hardly knew them, but the 80s are coming back and they will be here for a while. We'll look at a much hotter forecast next.
All right, but first, she is known as the Beirut Bride after a video went viral showing her posing for pictures in her wedding dress just as that massive explosion rocked Beirut. Turns out she lives right here in Metro Detroit. She's telling her story and what was going through her mind when the blast went off. That's next.